Good afternoon, football fans. This is Big D here for a solo pod. And before I get into it, please subscribe to the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page where you never know what to expect. We've got PGA Championship, we've got baseball, and we might have more football. You never know what to expect on the podcast. And by the way, did somebody say football? Well, tonight, the 2021 National Football League schedule will officially be released, and we've already got a few tidbits about Week 1 games, and I wanted to talk about a few of those Week 1 games. And opening night, how about this? How about them Cowboys? Yes, the Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Bucs will open the 2021 NFL season at Raymond James Stadium. So, America's team against Tom Brady's team. What more could you want to open the season? Then on the Sunday slate, one game that really interests me is the Sam Darnold Bowl between his former team, the Jets, and his current team, the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see right off the bat how well Zach Wilson plays as New York's starting quarterback, and can Darnold live up to the expectations of a top 3 pick? And interesting, it's not just Sam Darnold, but Matt Rule is potentially a finalist for the Jet coaching job before staying at Baylor and then going to Charlotte. So, what is it? The Sam Darnold Matt Rule Bowl. And so another interesting Week 1 game, Seattle and Indy. And obviously, when you think of the Seahawks, you think Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll, how great the Seahawks are, especially for a West Coast team traveling east. But the Colts could be a real interesting matchup because Indy's got quite possibly the best offensive line in football. But the questions are not with Indy's offensive line, wide receivers, running game, or defense. It's with Carson Wentz. Can Frank Reich get the 2017 version of Carson Wentz, or was 2020 a sign of bad things to come? Because if Carson Wentz is more like 2017, Colts are a bona fide Super Bowl contender. If not, the Colts are going to be in line for another quarterback before long. So now we get to the late afternoon window, and I know people in Ohio would agree with me. The Cleveland Browns were screwed by the Week 1 schedule more than anybody. Obviously, we don't know what the rest of the schedule is, but Cleveland, you haven't won a Week 1 game in 16, 17 years, and I doubt it'll happen this year because, let's see, you know how many interceptions Patrick Mahomes has thrown in September? 0. You know how many games he's lost in September? 0. And you know who might be the best September coach or best coach coming off a bye? Yeah, that'd be Andy Reid. And for how well Cleveland not only drafted but added to its defense, you're raking in so many new starters against Mahomes, Cheetah, Kelsey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and a revamped offensive line. Cleveland will have its work cut out that week. Another interesting game could be interesting game depending on what happens. Green Bay and New Orleans. And with the Aaron Rodgers trade saga happening, you wonder whether or not he'll still be the Packers starting quarterback by Week 1. But if this happens, this would be an odd game because this be Aaron Rodgers playing, but Aaron Rodgers not playing against Drew Brees, but even against Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. So this will be New Orleans' first game without Drew Breeze in 15, 16 years? I mean, it'll be odd not seeing number 9 suit up on Sundays, but the we'll see if the Saints can win without Drew Brees, because it's sure going to be a different side, New Orleans. So, and then another interesting game is Miami, New England, and obviously the Brian Flores being Bill Belichick's defensive play call will be interesting, but I know Dolphin fans might have been thinking, do we want to play Belichick week 1 again? Let me tell you this. I'd rather play Bill Belichick in his worst month than in December. Because in September, the weather's not going to be an issue in Foxborough. Hopefully Tua can mature and perform better in his second year. He's obviously another year off the hip injury, and Miami really didn't just add Will Fuller, but added Jalen Waters. So hopefully the Dolphins have added enough pieces where Tua can fulfill his promise. And then now we get to primetime games, and I can't think of two better settings for these games. First off, the Bears and the Rams. So this will be Matthew Stafford's debut, and hopefully it'll be a jam-packed SoFi Stadium in LA. And we don't know who the Bears starting quarterback could be. It could be Nick Foles, Andy Dalton, or Justin Fields. I mean, you never know what Matt Nagy and company will have up their sleeves for week 1, but I'm just interested in seeing what Matt Stafford does in LA. I mean, finally got a competent team around him, good offensive line, great running game with Cam Akers, obviously Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and probably the two best defensive players in all football with Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. So we'll see what the Rams do this year. And plus, guess where this season's Super Bowl is? LA. I mean, the Bucs played a home Super Bowl in February. Could the Rams do so Valentine's Day weekend? And Monday night, it only makes sense that the former Monday Night Football commentator can open Monday Night Football slate with the Ravens and the Raiders from Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. So obviously in this game, Baltimore, can Lamar Jackson passing, not running, passing finally not just be okay, but can he win games with his arm instead of winning games with just his legs? Because the Raiders have got a good enough roster. Can Lamar Jackson be a competent passer? And then with the Raiders this year, can they finish? Because Vegas started a couple of seasons rather well, but not finish well. Obviously, Vegas revamped this offensive line. I mean, everybody except for Cole Miller's there. So we'll see what the Raiders do this year. But week 1's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see the rest of the NFL schedule release tonight. So that's it for now. But there may be more podcasts coming later today.